I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm pretty open about being a monarchist. Like a constitutional monarchist. Like I believe in the idea of a Napoleonic kind of monarch, or like a figure like Cyrus the Great. Because in the way that I see it, it just seems that democracies, just pure democracies, just tend to fall into oligarchies and dictatorships anyway. Like the most stable society, the societies and the most prosperous societies tend to be monarchies where the monarch has a sense of responsibility towards being the first citizen. Whether that is Augustus or, the Antonines or even the Mandate of Heaven in China, like the whole idea behind the Mandate of Heaven is not just, oh, I am the emperor, so I do what I want. It's like, no, you are the emperor, so you're representative of, like China. You are the representative of heaven on earth. But if you perform your duties poorly, heaven will overthrow you. And like one thing that I always talk about is how monarchs give like stability. And I was just thinking about it. I was talking about the monarchy yesterday, and I said Queen Elizabeth, and I was like, still not used to her not being around. Because, like, I posted a video about, my great grandmother earlier. And she was kind of also, but, Lizzie was like, Lizzie, as if I'm fucking personal friends with her. That's funny. But it's like, Elizabeth, Her Majesty, she was an anchor. It just seemed that the last bit of British spirit almost died with her, And, like King Charles, he's got big boots to fill, but I haven't seen him on any of my coinage. I haven't seen him on my bills. I want to see our king. I want our king to be ingrained in our culture. The king shouldn't just be sitting there doing nothing. He should be out there, even if it's just as, like, essentially an HR guy who goes out and just talks to people, like, that's what the monarch that I want. A monarch that understands his responsibility as the symbol of the nation. Someone like, the Japanese monarch. That's what they're like. Or the Thai monarch, or the monarchs of Scandinavia. And it's not the same without Queen Elizabeth. It's so weird to say King Charles instead of Queen Elizabeth, because it's like she's been the queen for 4 generations of my family. And I was the last one. Sucks.